This is, I'm trying to get these mounts knocked out so we can get back into working with the arms. We're going to be able to have a pole. You can put a shallow water anchor in this arm, and this will be your trolling motor shaft. And your anchor can be adjustable to where if you just want to put it, launch your boat, drop them down so you can anchor at the beach and raise them up, because you don't want that to stay down, because you're going to run the same thing with power poles. You're going to be looking at stumps and everything else you're going to be dragging. And with ours, right now, the test I've done, I'm only run the trolling motors 10 inches under the water. But there you'll see, you'll be able to put, we're going to do a 60-inch, 3/4 inch fiberglass rod here that's adjustable up and down. And of course, this is where your trolling motor will sit. So that's where we are. And I don't know how many of you have been seeing, but we've got, let's see, I've got a couple shots on here that you can actually see them running. Where are they? What you'll be able to see here is you'll be able to see that we're completely steering the bow of that boat completely with the trolling motor. We're redesigning this to where if you're not going to use your pole and you're going to have your transmission, your trolling motors, because you're not going to spot lock, we're actually going to have a detachable where you can put your pole in there and lock it, use your pole, and if not, you'll be able to pop it loose, stick your pole in your rod box, and everything else will just be out there, be out of your way. You don't have to worry about your pole sitting here. So we're listening to people to make things better. This, where I've got this unit, if you see right here, if I can get it to stop, we're actually going to be able to, for those that fish partners, we're going to take this mini electronics unit and put a stand for our controls for the double Ds. That way the net man can be right here on the Gen 3 seat, watching your screen, keeping that fish locked on without you having to touch that trolling motor and spook the fish. I don't care if you're 5 foot away, 10 foot away, 20, whatever. All of your action is towards the back of the boat. This will lean down so they can get right at it. Once they catch a fish, they just net the fish, and you're back going looking for another fish. They can push you ahead, backwards, twin screw it to the left, twin screw it to the right. I think it's going to give people a lot more options. It's going to be a game changer in tournament fishing for those that have a net man and those fish are so pressured and spooked. Or if your fish are up shallow, like this where I'm sitting right here, that's 30-something foot of water, but I catch a lot of fish in here that'll be, especially hot summertime, they'll only be 24 to 30 inches deep under the surface, under schools of shad. And you can ease up on those fish and never have to worry about spooking them with the trolling motor. Especially the Ulteras, the Ultrex, they're so freaking loud. But if you notice, we're full reverse right here, 160 pounds of thrust. I designed these motors to actually lean into the boat. Thank God the old Robo's off of there now. But if you look at right here, let's see where we've got it. It's on here somewhere. Our trolling motors will sit in an angle. I guess it's on my other computer. Now here's another one. If you notice, our arms are right at the surface. Our trolling motors are 10 inches below the surface. Of course, I wouldn't be doing this out fishing. I mean, this is full blast, 24 volts, 80-pound thrust. So it stirs it up. But in reverse, it's blowing the prop wash, because if the motors are at an angle, prop wash this way, in reverse, prop wash goes up. So that brings your prop wash into the stern of the boat instead of blowing out in front of your fish. I guess the only downside to these, it's like my boat is so tight in the battery compartment, I just didn't have room for a big hydraulic pump and everything else. So we're using waterproof 12-volt actuator cylinders rated 440 pounds. And they're a little bit slow. But by the time you get out of your seat, flip your switch, and they go down and stop, see those motors? They're only running 10 inches under the surface of the water when you're out there. So we're still looking for input. My estimated time, well, my production time, we started, but I'm gonna put them available October 25th out at the Midwest Crappie Alliance Expo, because I want them absolutely perfect. We're doing covers. We're putting a cover over the back of them so they'll look nice. We're actually inserting wiring harnesses. I'm trying to get with Joey Cook out to do my wiring harnesses for me. And we've had the provisional patent. I decided to do it on the arms instead of any kind of like trolling motors, because we do a mini version for people who are maybe disabled or limited mobility, that they can actually put this on their electronics mount. Of course, this is 26 inches, so we've got ours at 14 inches, so it'll lay down right in front of your seat and then stand up to where it just works better for people who can't bend down and do those sort of things. So we actually have the provisional patent on the arm itself, not anything to do with trolling motors or other stuff. We also went in, I don't think I have a video of it, but we actually have a little paddle for those who like paddles, maybe the small Tiny Boat Nation, whatever they are, that want to use that. We can actually use the drift paddles. So anyway, we got a lot going on, a lot coming to you. This is our 9th year in business, so a lot of people don't realize that. I am the patent holder on the multi-seat system. I just don't have enough money to fight multi-million-dollar companies for copying it, so I just learned to wear it as a badge of honor. They can't design it, so they'll copy it. Same as the adjustable electronics mount. I had the adjustable electronics mount back in 2015 for bass fishing before LiveScope ever came out, and it was so solid that I switched off and did the T-bars and never looked back. And when LiveScope came out, it was very easy to go in and do the other. Here's our Tarova and Ulterra mount with a pole. Left hand or right hand side of the boat mounting. This is where it's going to detach. going to be a detached. You don't have to have your pole on it. 360-degree rotation, push-pull, comes in and out with your trolling motor. So we got a lot going on, guys. Stay tuned. Keep watching Facebook. Keep watching TikTok. We're on track for our release date, October 25th. I'm going to try to put 2 or 3 sets on the water for people to try to tear them up. Also, while I'm on the subject, until we get these completely figured out, we're going to include an extra pre-wired cylinder. If you happen to lose a cylinder for whatever reason in the water, you'll actually pull a pin here, unplug your wires, which should be located right in this area. Pull that cylinder out, slip the other one in, put your pin, clip, plug your wires back up. It should take you less than 3 minutes to change a cylinder until we make sure everything is going to be perfectly great. The only reason I do things is to put things out there that don't tear up on people. So, a lot going on. I got a lot of parts to finish up. You guys have a great Sunday. Wish I was fishing. Stay tuned later. I'm going to do a little live on our umbrella setup for the sport umbrella. Why I think it's so versatile. Anyway, watch us on TikTok and Facebook Live. It's probably going to be around 5 or 6 p.m. So thanks, guys. Have a great one.